Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll explore the step-by-step process of adding a data disk and extending both the OS disk and data disk in Microsoft Azure. I have logged into the Azure portal and now will navigate to the virtual machines. I currently have OS Ticket VM running in my subscription and will learn how to add a data disk to this VM. So under the settings, navigate to disk and click on disk, and you'll find this option for the OS disk and the data disk. So now here, let's add our data disk, and you can either create and attach a new disk or attach an existing one. In this tutorial, we are creating a new disk. So in case you deployed a new VM and you have a data disk from a previous VM, you can attach it here. So what I'm going to do is create and attach a new data disk. So right here, we are going to provide a name to the data disk, OS Ticket VM1, and set the storage type, whether you want to go with the premium or standard. I'm going to select standard, and for the size, 32 gigs of storage, and the host caching will be set to none, and then you can click on apply. Okay, so let's wait for the process to be completed. On the top right, it says updated virtual machine, so let's log into our VM using RDP. A prompt will show up asking for credentials. I'm going to type in my credentials and then log into my VM, and then navigate to this PC. In this PC, only my Windows C drive and temporary drive shows up. I don't see the data drive. To fix this, I need to go to disk management. So at the bottom left of my search bar, I'm going to type computer management, and under storage, click on disk management. So here we are getting a pop-up prompt for initializing the new disk that we have newly added, and click on OK. And now we can see disk 0 and disk 1 and disk 2. Disk 0 for OS disk, disk 1 for temporary storage, and disk 2 for the data disk. Right click on disk 2 and create a new sample volume, and you can assign a new letter and format with the NTFS, and then click on finish. Let's navigate back to this PC, and you should see a new disk drive. I'm going to close this window and go back to my Azure portal. So let's say I wanted to extend disk 2. I'm just going to click on it and navigate to size and performance, and here you can select the desired size you want to extend. Currently I have 32 gig, which is the minimum size, and I want to go with the 64 gigs storage. So select the 64 gigs and click on save, and now it's updating the disk. And once the process is complete, I'm going to close this tab and switch back to my virtual machine, and from there we can extend it. Okay, so now we can see it says successfully updated disk. So let me go back to the VM. I can see that on the bottom right it says unallocated storage 32 gig. If you are not seeing this, you can right click on the disk management and click on rescan disks, and now you can click on the data disk and click on extend volume and click on next, and we are going to select disk 2 and click on finish. Okay, we now can see it has 64 gigs. Okay, so we have extended the data disk without any downtime. So if you want to extend the OS disk, we have to shut down the virtual machine, then only we can extend it. For example, if I go to the OS disk in my Azure portal, okay, I'm going to select the OS disk and navigate to size plus performance. If I select the 256 gig, I don't see the option to save it because the virtual machine is in running state. On the top, I see a message saying that it has to be unattached to the running virtual machine or in deallocated state. Then after we can increase OS disk. Okay, now I'm going to stop my virtual machine in order to increase the OS disks. So let me open the VM OS ticket and click on stop so that it will be in deallocated status, and then I can go ahead and extend the OS disk. Okay, as you can see, the status is stopped deallocated. And now let's go to disk under settings and click on the OS disks. As you can see, we have 128 gigs. Under settings, click on size and performance, and you can select the size you want to extend. Let's say I select 64 gigs. It says reducing size is not supported in Azure to prevent data loss. The next viable size is 256 GB, and click on save on the bottom left. So now we're updating the OS disk and this is completed. And now let me go back and start the VM. Okay, I have just logged back into my VM. I'm going to go back to computer management. You can open disk management from server manager, or you can run a script disk mgmt.msc and click on OK to run this command. From here we can see the disk 0 and we can see the unallocated size on the right hand side of space. Right click on the C drive and select extend volume, click on next and then click on finish. So now it becomes 256 from 128. I am going to open File Explorer and navigate to this PC, and here I can see the new size for the OS disk. Okay, so in this video I have shown you how to extend the OS disk storage and data disk. That's it for this video. and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.